everyone. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Denise. I'm also known as heywigsister on Instagram and Facebook. And I do wig reviews, I do color spotlights, I do wig tutorials, and some other reviews and videos on occasion. I am here today to show you Henry Margu's Hayden. I have Hayden in 2 colors, so I'm going to show you her in 2 different colors, and I am so excited to show Hayden to you because I am seeing her for the first time myself. I want to thank my wig sister Linda, who sent Hayden to me, both of these Haydens as a matter of fact, just so I would have a chance to see her and get to do a review. These are on loan and they're going back to her, but my opportunity to see them is your opportunity to see them. So please thank Linda in the comments for her generosity. So before I get too far into this, I am going to show you what Hayden looks like from all sides. I'm going to show you the other Hayden, and they do look slightly different, which is a great opportunity for us to talk about variations in wigs. And then I'm going to show you Hayden outside in this color, which is 88GR. Unfortunately, the other color has been discontinued. I do have a video review of Jules in this same color, so you can see a different wig in this color. Jules is much shorter, so it does give a little bit of a different perspective. All right, let's take a look at Hayden from all sides. Really cute, wavy style. She's really got a messy look to her. I think Hayden would look so cute with product put in her, so you could scrunch her up and really amp up the curl and the volume, because Hayden does have Permatease, and you can make the most of that Permatease by doing scrunching and getting in there and amping it up. Because these were sent to me by a wig sister, and I'm not sure if she'd already tried them on or done anything with them. I can't quite remember. I know she didn't modify them. I'm not going to show you an out of the box because I didn't purchase these brand new, and that's when I do the out of the boxes. So if you're new to my channel, I usually have an out of the box tacked on the end so you can see exactly what I had to work with, and then I'll tell you if I did anything to it. And so in this case, this came to me from a wig sister. Let's talk about Hayden's cap construction. So Hayden has a mono top and a great lace front. Let's just take a look at this lace front. Now, I lift it so that you can see exactly where it is on my head. So we've got a super dark root, as you can see, and because of that there is some visible knotting, although they did do some of the highlighting up front. So it's actually, I would say, an awesome, awesome lace front because of the dark root. A lot of times, though, that knotting is really prominent, and it's not too bad on this one. And then you've got this monofilament on the top, so you can actually part Hayden anywhere you want to. I left both of these kind of how they came to me, but if you happen to be a right-hand parter, most mono part wigs come parted on the left, and that's my natural part line as well, but that's not everybody's. So if you happen to part on the right, know that with a mono top, you have the control over the parting. You may have to add a little heat to the piece to get that part to stay. Typically, it comes with some sort of a part, whether it's right, left, or center, or off center, or something. And in order to change that part, sometimes you do have to use heat. The heat from your hand can work, steam, a little bit of hairdryer heat, but I would watch a lot of videos before I tried that on a regular synthetic because you're not supposed to use anything that's not wet heat on a regular synthetic. But you can make her your own, and you can switch that part around if you want to. And then if it doesn't want to stay, you can, definitely, sometimes even just the heat of your hands, friction and heat and just, putting it on there can help reset that part. Some wigs will do that easier than others. And so, what I love about this, though, is with that mono top and lace front, you can really just mess around with her and get a lot of really cute looks out of her. If I put some product in her, maybe a little wig setting spray, if I wanted to get some more lift off the front and then kind of lift her up, I'm sure I could get her to stay that way. Just really fabulous. So let's talk about the cap. I'll show you the cap construction and then I'll grab the other one. So there's your total mono top. Nice velvet ear tabs, extended nape, Velcro adjusters, which are really great. Henry Margu fits me really well. I usually cinch Henry Margu in just slightly, so I would say it's true to average, a little generously sized. And so if you're 22-inch circumference or even 22.5-inch circumference, maybe even up to a 23, you probably can fit into a Henry Margu wig overall. They do fit me really well, little generously, and so keep that in mind as well. And I can show you that she has some great stretch. So doing this, I feel a lot of stretch on her, and so that's the other kind of dead giveaway that there's, you know, some room to grow if you're bigger than I am at 22 inches. And I do have my measurements down in the description, all of my measurements, so that you can take a look at that. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to take another look at this one on my head, because I am going to switch it up, and I want you to see there is a difference in the curl pattern, and it seems like the other one might be just a tad even longer. Now, this style here isn't my favorite. I would mess with this one a little bit more. I would, definitely take product, try to scrunch her up just a little bit more to get a little bit of these curls and waves. She definitely seems like she is a little uneven in that, so keep that in mind, that I probably would need to mess with her some. I think I could get her the way I like her, but I gotta tell you guys, this other one I like a lot better. I'm so sad that the color was discontinued in this other one, because it's fabulous. It's 27/26H. You might be able to find a few pieces out there still in this color, because I think it may be recently discontinued, but I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about this color because they don't have it anymore. All right, can you see right away? This one just feels, I don't know, a little longer, maybe a little thicker on the ends. That one just felt a little bit sparser on the ends. The differences aren't, I'm looking in a mirror right above my camera, aren't significant, but I noticed it right off the bat. Now this one came with more of a center part, and so I left that. I thought it looked really cute. I didn't switch this part around. Oops, I just pulled it off my head. I want to turn around and show you the back, but I want to make sure that when you do a quick switch like that and you don't go take a minute to look in the mirror, you don't exactly know how it's going to look in the back. I just love these messy, wavy bobs. They're just right up my alley. They're in my wheelhouse, my favorite kinds of styles. So I do think I have a couple of other wigs that are very similar to this. So I plan to do another sister style comparison video before I send Hayden back to Linda. So stay tuned for another video where I compare Hayden to a couple of other styles that I think are really similar. So let's just talk about the fit and the Permatease before I wrap this up. So Hayden has a lot of Permatease. I would say quite a bit of Permatease. Poofy, pillowy Permatease. All on the sides here, all the way on the sides. Not terrible. Well, obviously with the monofilament, it's not going to have poofy, pillowy Permatease all on the top, because it can't with that monofilament. But there definitely is Permatease. It's what gives her a little bit of width, a little bit of volume on the sides, which personally I think looks fantastic on this piece. But if you don't like Permatease, Hayden definitely has her fair share of it, poofy, pillowy Permatease. And then she's got some back here in the crown that gives you a little bit of a lift and bump back there. And then some crimpy fibers all around, enough that I actually feel them, as opposed to some wigs that just have barely the smallest amount to hide the cap. So I would say Hayden's got a moderate amount of Permatease, which gives her poof, allows you to really amp up the style, scrunch, you know, get in there and mess with that Permatease, and she's going to give you some volume, which I think is fantastic. Definitely, like I said, fits me great. The ear tabs, now with ear tabs, so one of the things you should look at in measurements is the over the top of the head and this measurement, because that's going to help you understand how the ear tabs might fall on you. So circumference isn't the only important measurement that you should be paying attention to. The ear tabs come really forward on me, and what that does is it covers a lot of my bio hair here, and it's really forward of my ear. And so I think I could, you know, slip glasses arms really easily in there. And I kind of like how far forward this comes. And then when you pinch it down, it just gives me such excellent coverage. A lot of the time you can see, I mean, in a lot of wigs, it might sit like this on me. And then you can see all that bio hair. This really sits forward. And what's good about that is I have a low hairline. Therefore, I like to hide that hair, especially if there's a huge contrast in the color of wig with my bio hair, which there is in this particular color. So I just think this gives me great fit. I get a little bit of extra cap up here, but not a ton. I'm very petite over the top of my head. And so I just find that this fits me really well. And I know a lot of my wig sisters have very average circumference and then petite rest of the measurements. So Henry Margu is a good one if those measurements are yours. And actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to link my jewels video at the end of this so that you can get outside and see that 88GR outside on that video. Instead of filming another outside video for this, I've already gotten almost 12 minutes long. This is a long video. I'm just going to let you go watch that jewels video, and then you can see that color outside. Let me know if you have any questions about Hayden. I give her 2 thumbs up. I think she's adorable, and I can't wait to show you some sister style comparisons. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already subscribed, please do. I do tons of videos. I do a giveaway every single month, and you don't want to miss those. I'll talk to you guys soon.